school football tour now approaches its ending point. We're getting closer. That means we're getting closer to the season beginning. We're now into our private and academy schools for the next 6 days. We're on to stop number 38 as we feature Starkville Academy. The Volunteers, they were senior heavy last season, but their dream of playing for a state title came to an abrupt end in the playoffs. This year they hope to make their own path to Clinton and play for all the marbles.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Toyota, Let's Go Places, and Emerson Animal Hospital, where your pets are family in West Point.
It was another historic season at Starkville Academy, as for the first time since moving to the AAA division in MAIS, the Volunteers won back-to-back district titles. But the end of the season left the Vols disappointing and asking the question, what if? This year's team hopes to carry the torch for a program that has notched back-to-back double-digit win seasons.
We've got an interesting group. I tell them all the time I think they're very, very talented. What I'm most excited about is getting to see what they're going to do on Friday night when it gets hard, when it gets tough. You know, how are they going to respond? And that's what excites me, because that's where the coaching comes in. That's where the family comes in. That's where the togetherness comes in. Is how they know that they're going to be responding together and who's got each other's back.
15 seniors depart from a Starkville Academy team that outscored their opponents by 2 touchdowns a season ago. But the interesting group that Coach Chase Nicholson was talking about has a quiet confidence in themselves. Replacing those big names from the class of 2015, it can be done. Even if it is different, not having those same names we're used to seeing out on the field every Friday night.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, there were some pretty funny guys out there, and there were some great athletes, but we got pretty great players too, so it's not that big of a deal.
Last year we had a lot of superstars, we had a lot of big name guys. This year we got 5 or 6 wide receivers, got 5 or 6 guys playing D-line, got 5 or 6 guys just kind of playing everywhere. So we're trying to let a lot of different people replace them instead of just having one replacement.
And that depth aims to put last season's difficult end of the season behind them. The Vols had plans of playing for a state championship for a 2nd straight year, but ran into a tough Simpson County Academy team that ended their run going back to Clinton. This year it's a different team and a different group that's ready to establish their own legacy and history.
We want to go further than what we did last year. You know, obviously it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. It should. I know it does with these returning seniors and juniors who played last year, and even the sophomores who were up. But I don't know if it necessarily drives us, because we're not that team. You know, we've got to find our own path, and so we have new goals, we have new drive.
We got beat out in the 2nd round. We know we should have gone further, so we know we need to train harder this year. That way it doesn't happen again.
The Vols will start the season with back-to-back road games at Marshall Academy and West Lowndes before returning home to face Magnolia Heights to begin the month of September. With Starkville Academy on the high school football tour, Robbie Donahoe, WCBI Sports.
60 Schools in 60 Days with Starkville Academy was brought to you by Zip Scripts, Insurance Associates, Dreyer Physical Therapy, and Shelter Insurance agents Corey Lucius and Hayes Brooks in Starkville.